Hello and welcome to the demo of Mquip HeartGuard 1 defibrillator. So let's see all its features. This is basically a total display unit. In the right side you can see there is a selection now for the AD pacer monitor mode and the energy selection for the defibrillation. This is the manual defib mode, or you can say the AD mode for this thing. So this is the energy selection panel here available. This is the charge button, this is the shock button. This here is the encoder knob and the selection key. You can say the entering for selection button. This here is the you can say the selection keys for the parts available in the top of these arrows on the screen. This here are the 6 keys available for the different function described below. On the left side you can see there is a slot for all the types of cables that will be connected to it. At this time I have connected the ECG cable and the SpO2 cable at this point. This unit can be upgradable to ET CO2 and NIBP measurement also. This here above is the printer available. On the right side there is a, you can say, the connectivity port for the pedals or cable connection. So with the unit you will be provided by one this pedal cable along with, and this you can say different one for the pad cable, and this test load will also be provided to you for testing the pads cable. So this is the ECG cable available with the unit. This is the SpO2 cable that will be available with the unit, and these are the pedals that will be available with this unit. So let's power on the device now. So for the monitor mode you just have to tilt the rotating knob to left side, one part in the monitor section. So we have entered the monitor mode now. You can see that there are 3 waves available, and this unit is upgradable to EtCO2 mode. The 4th wave will only be displayed when the EtCO2 is connected. So on the top you can see there are the date time settings, the patient setting for adult and pediatric or neonatal, what you have to select. At this time, as there is no patient data entered, it is just showing no patient. You can enter the patient details in this part. So it will show the patient details also when patient is admitted. Like see, you can select what patient type is there. You can select adult, pediatric and neonatal according to the patient type. And if you have to select this pacer also, the heart sign that will be showing will display a cross if pacer is off, and if the patient has a pacemaker connected, it will show as a heart sign without a cross. So this is how the patient details can be entered. If you have to enter a proper detail, then you can just go on admit section, and then you can just put in the details like surname, first name, patient ID, patient type, pacemaker, gender, birth date, height, and all these things available. So you can say when the patient come in an emergency, you can just go to quick admit, and if you want to detail you have to enter the proper detail, you can just go on admit section, right? So now in this part we can see 3 waves. First is the ECG wave, second is the SpO2 wave, and third is the respiration that will work only when the ECG is connected. On the right side of the display you can see the numerical values that will come for the ECG, SpO2 and respiration. In the bottom section you can see there is a pulse rate info, so it will auto detect you by using SpO2 wave. So now see, these are the selection keys that I have told you. This is the freeze button, review button, alarm button. At this part, if basically the screen is changed, accordingly this review will also be changed. So let's go on the pacer menu now. Just tilt the rotating knob now. So now see, these 2 selection keys are you can say are unavailable now. So only this key will work according to the part available on the top of the screen. So in the pacer mode you have asked for demand mode and pace mode. You just have to rotate the rotating knob to this demand section. It will be highlighted. Just click on it, and then you can select the pace mode or demand mode, what you want. Now for this is the current setting, and this is, you can say, the frequency setting for providing the paces right to the body. So you can go from minimum of 0 milliampere to maximum of 200 milliampere for the current as per the advice of the doctor. And this is basically the frequency, as the normal pulse rate is 70, so accordingly the normal selection is 70. If you want to go below, you can go below up to 40 and up to maximum of 170. So this can be set according to the choice of the user. So this is how the pacer works. Now you just have to connect the ECG, then it will provide the you see it is showing connect the pads cable. When the pads will be connected through this section, this test load is at time available now. The pads will also be connected on this part. The test load will be disconnected from this part, and the pads will be connected on this. When they detect the pad, accordingly this pacer function will work. So let's go on the AD mode now.
Connect the pads cable.
Now see, it is asking to connect the pads cable. Let's put out the electrode now. You just have to tilt it on this side and release.
Connect the pads cable.
This again have to be connected on this slot.
Connect the pads cable. Analyzing now.
So see,
Do
when I
not
have
touch
connected,
patient.
I have already connected the test load. It is starting analyzing the patient. Now as it is
No
a test
shock
load,
advised.
no shock will be advised, and it will start the CPR
Pause.
cycle.
If needed, begin CPR.
It has started the CPR cycle now. The CPR cycle will work for 5 cycles as described in the AHA guidelines. So it will be a 30:2 cycle, 30 compressions and 2 breaths. You can also select up to 15:2 configuration if you want.
Breathe.
And this will go up to 5 times only for the, and then it will analyze. If you want to basically reanalyze the patient in between before providing the CPR, you can just press this button and it will stop the CPR and reanalyze the patient. So
Analyzing now.
this will
Do not
work.
touch patient.
You can say the manual analyzing part is this part. You have paused the CPR for that for now.
No shock advised.
Now again the shock is not advised.
Pause. If needed, begin CPR.
So it will continue for 5 cycles and then will analyze the patient again. If you want to, you can say manually analyze the patient, you just have to press this button for this part. So this is how the AD will work, and all the CPR instructions are given available on the screen only, right? So for the defibrillator function, you have to just tilt this knob to this part of 1 to 360. If you have to select the energy of 1 to 360 from a single button, you can select the energy from this part also. Let's focus it. So you can select the energy from this part from 1 to 360 in a single button, or if you want to change the energy according to this part, you can also select of 1 to 10 bar. Then again this energy will be selected up to 10 only from this button, and all the energy, rest of the energy will be selected from these all buttons. See, as I am changing, the energy is changing according to the selection of the key, right? This energy selection is also available on the pedals. See, the green buttons are for energy selection, you can say increasing or decreasing the energy. The yellow button is for charging, and the red buttons are available for providing the shocks. So let's show you. So I am pressing this plus button. You can see that this is the manual energy mode. You have to select the 360 joules for this thing. So now I'm pressing the minus button. You can see, sorry, this cable is pad cable connected. Let's connect the pedals. So this will work now. See, when I press it minus, the energy is decreasing, and when I increase it, the energy is increasing. So this is for energy increase or decrease. This is for charging. Whatever I have selected, let's decrease it to a minimum volume for the test of this thing. Let's say 10 joules. So I am charging this now. So it is showing shock button. You can provide the shock from this also and from that part also. So I will use the pedals now. See, shock delivered, right? So this is how the shock will be provided to the patient. You just have to connect it to the patient body, and this part is for the AD function. This part is for manual defibrillation. This is the AD function, pacer function and monitor function, and this is the on and off key. Now if you have to change, let's go to the monitor mode now again. Now see, in the starting, or you can say the default configuration is the second lead, right, on the top of the wave graph. So if you want to change the lead, you have to just press this button. It will change the lead. As it's a 5 lead cable, you can go up to, now it's starting going for the pedals, again changing to the ECG leads now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 leads, and again then go to pedal. So if you have to take the ECG from pedals, you have to just select the pedal part, and then you can press it on body and it will show the graph on the screen for the ECG also. So along with the unit, you will be provided with this power cord, this test load, this pads cable, this you can say the pedal cable, this 5 lead ECG cable, the SpO2 unit, and this is the unit. For taking out the, you can say, the pedals, you just have to tilt it right in this part, and then you can see there is a slot available and there is a bar. You just have to press it in this and press it. So this is how it will be attached and this is how it will be released. So this is how our AED, this defibrillator, works. Thank you very much.